everyone, and back with another Zeal video, and I know it's been a long time, but your girl had a bad schedule and stuff and was on vacation, but now I'm back and have a couple friends here. So introduce yourselves.
Unbought smells. Hi, I'm Tack.
I'm Zaya. I think you all know me by now.
Untier-er.
5
Cough cough, someone else? No.
I don't, we don't know. Usually you can't hear him, so.
Alright, let's hope there's as mic works this time. But anyways, okay, so we have quite a bit to talk about. There's of course the July jobs that happened, the executor suspect test, alongside OMPL and ZOPL, but we'll get to that. So initially, let's just talk about the new mons that came into the tier and that left the tier. First, let's go periodically. So first we had the executor suspect test. So, and that it was kind of a controversial suspect test, at least to me. I was kind of unsure at the beginning, but then I formed my opinion later on as I was playing with it. But it got unbanned, so what are you guys' thoughts on executor so far with it being in the meta?
I was pretty much the one who instigated the executor suspect. People have been talking about it and I just said, wait a second, this thing isn't broken at all, made a massive post, and then we had a suspect test a week later. Yeah, executor isn't broken in the slightest. It's been in the tier now for a while. It's a really good breaker that basically gets a kill if it comes in, but it's even harder to get in than most other breakers due to its incredibly bad typing. It's really slow. Every still volley just forces it out immediately, grabs a fucking enough momentum off of it. People have been saying like it makes Shiftry better, it makes Schwana better, it makes volleys better, and I mean, to an extent, I guess. But I don't think it's a problem at all. I think it's perfectly fine.
It might be broken, but I just recommend Shiftry, like in every situation.
Oh yes, I agree with that too.
Yeah, definitely. I still feel, of course, I don't think Shiftry is as broken anymore compared to last video, but it's still. I think we could all agree that it's the best wall breaker for sure, hands down.
Okay. It was Obama Snow until we lost that to Shifts.
No, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was Obama Snow, but of course Obama Snow was good, obviously. But yeah, I still think Shiftry was better than Obama Snow.
For Trick Room, for offensive Trick Room, I'd rather use that than Executor. I just think it's more effective with NL.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah, there's a lot of comparisons with Behem, but the thing that stands out for Executor, besides the bad typing, which is obviously doesn't help it, but I think, like, of course, Specs is the best set, and like the fact that our steals are either passive. Our steals are either passive with like Bronzor, that doesn't really fit on a lot of teams nowadays. It's kind of harder to fit unless it's like really fat balance or like some stalls, but or like you have stuff like Mawa, which is like not specially bulky at all, so it kind of could be hard to switch into its stats without resorting to like niche stuff like Volbeat to kind of resist both. But you could still work your way around it with like proper predicts. But I think again, like just playing that mind game on whether the opponent's gonna leave Storm or Psychic, Slice Shot, whatever, and plus you have to factor in sleep as well. I think that makes Executor quite devastating as a wall breaker, but again, I think that low speed and all the weaknesses doesn't help it at all and keeps it manageable. But the point I wanted to get out is that yes, like Specs is the best set, but I've also toyed with Trick Room Z-move, and of course the sets run on Sun, which makes it like a speedy threat. And I think in that aspect, Executor has an edge on Behem because of that set diversity, not only as a Trick Room shooter but other sets as well. So yeah.
I mean, Executor also has the trick, or Behem also has the Trick Room set.
No, that's it. Yeah.
My thing about Executor is that for the teams that I've been building for OMPL, I've kind of just ignored the fact that it exists. Like, I haven't been building with it in mind at all, and I still end up having a check to it on any team anyway.
But when you say what check, like what do you consider
well, on
a check?
the last of the teams that I've built, I've had, well, on one of them was a hyper offense build, so I just ignore Executor and that's fine because hyper offense ignores Executor. The other, I had a Pawnyard, a bulky Behem, and a Rapidash and a Shiftry.
Okay.
And on the last one, I had a specially defensive Shiinotic.
But wait, you said hyper offense ignores shift executor. That's spec set. But if we're facing trick room, then it's a whole other story. I'm sorry, I have to say.
Executor never sets up trick room against hyper offense. It just if it does, you misplayed really heavily, and at that point, it's executor getting rewarded for it.
I would say on golem. I would say on golem maybe, unless it explodes on you. But yeah, it's definitely hard.
If you hyper offense, usually the way hyper offense plays golem is just you lead with it, pop its cast step, you explode, and then it's gone.
Right.
So that means executor either setting up on turn 2,
but you also have to factor in sleep because a lot of trick room sets have seen with sleep as well, so you can't ignore that too. Like once you get a sleep off, it could be a bit trickier.
Trick room sets without a hidden power fire.
Well, I've seen that. I've seen
That's
that.
really weird.
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
Right.
I just don't think executor hyper offense. I can ignore executor in my opinion. Every offense will carry a Sylvali and an executor check just by existence.
HO is bolt turn a lot these days.
Right.
Yeah. Balance stall obviously kind of struggled with it, but there are certain mons like Zuelus and Volleybee that I've been seeing more use on it, so that's fine. I think that's fine adaptation personally. I don't know how others agree with that, but
I think
Volleybee sucks. But
Yeah.
Stall is the playstyle where you always see the mons that really suck everywhere else, right? Like Avalok, for example, sucks everywhere except the stall.
Exactly. So I don't think
Okay. But I just think that golem can't function
we're getting somebody.
Okay, we should probably not destroy. But
No, wait. Hold on.
yeah, no, I think meta is adapting to executor just fine. I really don't see it as a problem at all. Not even a little bit.
Okay, continue what you're saying. Go.
Okay, so I was saying that I don't think executor is a problem in the slightest. I just usually when building I ignore its existence and then check at the end from do I have a check to it, and the answer is always yes. So I don't care about it being in the tier. This is how I like to handle breakers in general when building, and it's just another one. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I think it's definitely initially I was kind of scared with it in the tier, but yeah, like I agree that it's just a great wall breaker, but it definitely has its flaws that doesn't make it overbearing. So yeah.
Honestly, I think it's one of the things that pressures like slow balance the most.
Right.
Right, slow balance has been bad for a while. I think that's by nature of the tier.
I don't really think it's that bad, to be honest. I think you can cover it, but
you can.
Slow balance doesn't like have the backbone and then like scarf runs some offensive mons, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've been feeling like slow balance hasn't been good for like a year, and I don't think it's gonna get good before Sword and Shield releases, no matter what we do.
Also, sub-sleep powder, that's pretty good versus offense, so you can't lie.
Right.
Oh yeah, the subset is very annoying. I agree.
Yeah. Especially with choice lock, Evire,
There's also Sunbutt.
Yeah. we could touch about
Also
weather.
Sun, but I haven't seen it in such a long time.
Yeah.
So I don't even think that's that good.
Definitely, yeah. Like we'll talk about a bit weather in a bit later, but yeah, Sun definitely, it's like it's usable, but yeah, it still has its disadvantages, especially with like resist, like shift tree could be annoying on the opposing team and everything, and even Rapidash could and Combuskin, obviously, like those are big threats to Sun. So
I actually
There's also
think
SD Sun Leafeon as well.
I think Sun's biggest issue is actually shift tree's existence, because there's no reason for shift tree not to run chlorophyll.
Right.
So, and because it's so common, every time you run Sun, you're suddenly dealing with a super fast shift tree, which is just
exactly, yeah. So
really
it could be
blows all the sweepers away because of Leafeon.
Yeah. I actually ran Will-O-Wisp Rapidash on my Suns, but yeah, it's a bit it's very annoying.
No, but shift tree just had speed to that. Like it doesn't.
Right.
Probably doesn't OHKO, but if the rocks were up or something.
Right.
Like
Yeah, because I run C-Move, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it can't OHKO.
But still, it's very oppressing. So, and that's front, like when people said Sun was going to be broken, I don't think so. Rain, on the other hand, we'll talk later, but yeah. Okay, so let's use this as a segue to go on to the drops, because Rain got a big boost with Poliwrath coming back. That was a drop. We'll just name them off now. So Valley Ghost, am I missing something in terms of drops?
That's it.
Yeah, and then...
Just Self Ghost and Poliwrath.
Okay,
we also
and...
lost a Bomb Snow to PU because they're using it now.
Right.
Wait, what did we get again? We got Poliwrath, so Valley Ghost, and I'm missing something.
Well, Executor to the suspect, yeah.
We lost... Was that all? I feel like we got another one.
Wait,
yeah, Eggy.
Yeah, oh right, Eggy.
Right. So,
yeah, okay.
So let's talk about Poliwrath first. I think there's a... Like, defensive sets, I've tried to make them work, but I don't know, there's just like a lot of Marini being spammed. Like, I'm talking about like the special set, like with Skull Toxic.
The only the circle throw.
Yeah.
Skull Circle Throw is the only
really like
defensive set.
I really like the Skull Circle.
Yeah,
I
tried to make the special set work, but I don't know, it's just like not that good in my opinion.
Special too on talent.
It's just, I don't know, it's a weird, like the defensive mod in my eyes, because like it resists dark, but it loses the shift tree. It resists fire, but like SD Combustion could like overthrow, like overwhelm it with like Z moves, especially.
It can. You need to crit.
Even
you absolutely need to crit if you're gonna.
But let's see.
Z fight should be able to.
No, that's what I'm talking about. +2 Z fight doesn't it go?
It probably does, but Z fight isn't standard. So.
No, but doesn't mean like I've still seen it. Like there's fire and Fightinium. I think they're interchangeable for the most part.
It's not. You need fire to break through every single check. Like Swanna and you need fire.
Anyways.
Z-Fight is only set on the special set. It doesn't boost.
Yeah, I agree. Which definitely does never beat Poliwrath because it does cancel up.
I don't know, I just don't, I like as a defensive mon, I find it's kind of weird to use. Probably still usable, but
it's fun. I like it.
Really
I really like Skull Circle Throw Toxic Protect. I think that's a really good set. That's a
good set, I like it.
It puts so much pressure on everything. It's just really annoying.
Rest Talk is just as good too.
Oh, Rest Talk is really good too, yes.
I missed Fat Polly. I really did.
It's just, I guess with, like, yeah, with Swanna 2 being like a bitch and it's everywhere, it could kind of be a bit... Like, you invite Swanna in for free, or I guess you could phase it out, but I don't know.
Nothing gets invited in for free on Poliwrath because of Circle Throw. Like, if rocks are up, Swanna switching in takes 50%. Actually, like 60%, because Circle Throw also does damage. Right? It switches into rocks, takes 25, takes 10% from Circle Throw, and has to switch in again on rocks. That's 60%. That's not a free switch in.
I guess.
Yeah. It does invite it in. It's not you're not gonna be clicking Circle Throw all the time. And
I am.
Oh.
I think the biggest thing with Poliwrath is this. It pairs well with so many things. Just because of its typing and stuff.
It's also an needed golem check.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, even if you say Lucas to like shift tree on it stuff, it has so many good partners like Rotom Fan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all my teams lose the Choice Band Golem, so...
I mean, which team doesn't?
The Choice Band Golem, it's so good!
It's fucking broken anyways, that's my opinion. Okay, so that's offensive sets. The main one that's been highlighted is the Z-Belly
The only offensive sets that really exist are the Rain Belly Drum set.
Exactly. People have been talking about specs or ban.
Holy.
Yeah, but I don't know about that. But
Sub Punch is good. Sub Punch is good.
Yeah, I like
Punch is not annoying, but it's not. It's just I'd rather use every other set.
Oh yeah, I forgot Sub Punch existed.
I also tried to Z Encore Belly Drum.
Oh god.
It was very bad. really bad.
Wait, what?
That doesn't work.
You need those coverage moves. What coverage move are you for?
You need 3 attacks.
I just ran double stack. No, I think I actually ran Waterfall EQ.
Okay.
But it was so bad. It's actually insane.
No.
I didn't get it set up once. I played like 10 test games.
No, but anyways, yeah, the Z Belly Drum set in Rain definitely like is menacing as hell. Like it really could dismantle T, because I think even +6 Ice Punch Oko score guys, or what after rocks maybe. I'm not sure the calc exactly, but even with Jolly Nature or something, so it could be really hard pressed. Like people say, oh, you need a Pukamuku to check it, but I think people are like forgetting how hard it could set up at times, especially on Rain. Like,
I mean, I don't think Rain is functional without frosting. I thought it was Polyrath that broke Rain like a year ago, but
right.
I feel like.
But it's not functional now.
No, I think it's still
I never thought Rain was broken, except for the week that we boot ups.
Yeah.
I think boot ups was the thing that broke Rain. We quit banned that immediately because it broke Rain.
People said Lifeport leaving too like affected Rain. I don't think so. Lifeport.
That didn't affect it nearly as much as you'd think.
Frostbound leaving was really bad for Rain.
Right. But I think it's still functional though. I mean, I've seen it work, but
I mean, like Zaya, you know, I tested the Rain team against you and tweaked it.
I did not hear any of that.
Do you remember that team I tested versus you, that Rain team?
Right, yeah, the one that got destroyed by Mascar Raichu.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Well, if you want to talk about CTs.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about Scarf Raichu, we should get LPY in this call right now. He'll tell us all about it, I'm sure.
Excuse me, I brought Scarf Raichu to OMPL.
True.
Yeah, and he brought it like a year ago. What's your problem?
Anyways, okay, well that's enough about Polyrath, I think. Overall, my opinions on it is that it's good. It's not bad, it's not amazing, it's good.
I think Polyrath is fine. I think people... when Polyrath dropped, everyone yelled, Rain is broken! But that literally always happens when a mon drops.
Right.
You always get calls like, this thing's broken, and it never is.
Remember Stall getting broken with Puke dropping, but we all
Oh my god, yeah.
Anyway.
Puke was broken, Floatzel was broken, Kamala was broken.
In a sense, I don't blame because, you know, like, we don't know what the meta's gonna go into, so people just do it on assumption, so I understand, but I think, yeah, you need to take a bit of time just to relax and not call for bans, just to see how we adapt, so yeah, Polyrath's fine, it's good. I want to go to the other drop in Silvally Ghost, the mon that we had before, and I was sad to see it leave when it left. I don't know which month it was, maybe October or something.
No, it's much more recent. It was the last shift.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
It was like April.
Yeah. So, I like it though. I mean, it's weird because like other Silvally forms are like so good right now. I think Dragon, Fighting, and Water to an extent are just like so good to use. So like using Silvally Ghost could be a detriment since you can't run. Like you need to, like Silvally Fighting is so good as a shift tree answer, even Dragon. So just to find other shift tree checks could be annoying because you can't rely on that Silvally slot. But I think the utility it provides as like a pseudo offensive ghost, if you want to call it that, could be nice. I like the special default set the most, but I've seen SD work too. But yeah,
I love every Silvally Ghost set. This mon is great. I love him.
Yeah.
I actually adore him. I love using it so much.
But yeah, I think it's more for the...
Honestly, I've always had it just be an underwhelming mon every time I've used it. Maybe I just suck, but
I think we're now at...
Depends what you want out of it.
Yeah. I think for it's not really a defensive, like you can't use it as your like ban Kamala switching, let's say, because knockoff is still gonna fuck you up. So I think it's more like the benefit is more for its like offensive capability, because like having ghost type switch-ins that like don't take a lot from U-turn is pretty rough to come by in the tier. Plus you have coverage like T-Bolt for Swana or like Ice. You could kind of customize your Silvally Ghost, so I think for that it's cool, but not being a shift tree check is pretty bad, I think, for it.
Yeah, it's just kind of been bait for that in all of my experience. Like, yeah, you play with it.
I mean, the thing about Silvally Ghost is you need another shifter check.
Right.
Sure, that's kind of hard to come by, but I mean, just put a Shiinotic on the team. Yes, you kind of are dealing with, if you run Silvally Ghost, you kind of also have to bring Shiinotic.
Well, it doesn't have to be Shiinotic per se, it could be Mawile too, but yeah, like in general.
Yeah, Mawile is less reliable than Shiinotic, but Shiinotic is good, so I don't really care if I have to put a Shiinotic on.
Yeah, but like, depending on the build too, because you can't just slap a Shiinotic on offense, like fine. Like, if it kind of, in that sense, if...
I did that.
Well...
My Shiinotic is broken, yo.
That is so good!
I want to use specs anyway, but okay, that's not about Shiinotic. But yeah, Silvally Ghost, good. Again, like, I would say it's a bit worse than Polyrath as a drop, but I think it's usable in certain teams.
I disagree. I think it's better than Polygraph.
Oh, really?
I think it's
So
such.
probably Ghost.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, me, I don't think so.
I think.
Like when it fits, but I think So Valley Ghost is not that splashable.
Yeah.
I don't think it's splashable either. I think Trevally Ghost is a very solid offensive pivot. It's not going to be a Gloomon, but it provides a lot of momentum because Ghost is just a very threatening offensive type.
Right.
Yeah, soft checks a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. I really like them a lot.
Yeah.
It's too fun.
Luminion is not
There's a-
No. Okay, so with that, so those are the drops. Let's talk about Obama Snow Rising, which to me really sucks because I loved Obama Snow. It's probably like Shift Tree was the #1 breaker, and then Obama Snow was the second in my eyes. Specs, SD, like mixed, life work, all of those sets were really menacing. So yeah, it kind of sucks to see it go.
I think it's good for the tier that it rose.
Yeah, probably.
Because with Executor getting unbanned, people were concerned that there were too many breakers.
Right.
So removing the Bomber Snow helped.
Yeah, for sure.
I personally barely used the Bomber Snow, so I don't really care. But it was good, and it's gone now. I don't think the tier changed too much. Because
Well, yeah, people saying
like nowadays you don't have to attack ice resist like everything. Before
it was really
when
restricted.
Obama Snow was here,
Yeah.
like you could not get away with it.
Yeah, you couldn't run ice resist. You couldn't run no ice resist. I guess that's true.
But honestly, besides like
you don't even have to think about like covering ice, you know.
okay, but like even then, like if you're not running bronze, are you gonna use Rapidash as your ice resist and get bopped by EQ? It was really hard to kind of check it. No, honestly, like what ice resist do we have for like our steady Obama Snow checks though? You know, like.
Yeah.
It was really hard.
I mean,
Usually have to go.
Combuskin, no, the Combuskin's not taking shit, you know, so in that sense it was like, yeah, I agree though. What Executor plus Obama Snow would have been held to like properly like defensively check, but people saying again like with Polygraph and Executor dropping and Obama Snow rising, that's the rising weather, but I don't think we're gonna see that. But Obama Snow would have been a great check to all the weather that supposedly is gonna be spammed, of course. But yeah.
Wait, does anyone know how many weather teams we've had in OMPL? Have there been any? I don't think there have been
no.
any.
Honestly, no, probably. I haven't
Maybe
seen
tomorrow.
Like,
all the games I've seen, I didn't see any weather so far.
I know we didn't bring weather, but
I think in tournaments,
Sunny weather is the best, like my opinion.
I still prefer rain over sun right now, but
oh, same. Yeah. So speaking of OMPL,
all right, yeah. The games have been quite interesting. A lot of people have been saying that a lot of them have been boiled down to hacks, but I think for the most part they've been quite good. I've been enjoying most of them. Not enjoying when my team loses, but no, I've seen. I especially like the games with Finchinator. I think he's been doing a pretty good job so far. I know he played Zio in the past. He did like quite good in Snake last year. So
I managed him in OM Snake.
Right.
With LPY.
Right.
No, wait, with QT. LPY was also on the team.
Okay.
Imagine having Zio support.
Imagine having both ZT learners on the same
hold on.
team.
Durza, you have Sazim on your team.
I know, and like, he's mad annoying sometimes.
No, so basically OMPL's been going on.
Through versus LPY week 1.
We have been, we've been talking about this, but OMPL's been going on, for those of you who don't know, and ZU is included. So 4 out of the 5 people in this conversation are on a team. So, poor tact, I guess.
I got her off.
He could be a cheerleader.
Funbot is managing. Durza is on a
Not
team
even
with
cheerleading
Zing.
for anyone, honestly.
5Jet and I are on a team together.
Who knows why?
No one understands. We don't even understand.
Honestly, I wasn't at a call, and during the drafting, we were all just like, "What are the Tarantrans doing?" But alas, I think.
Look, I was
No,
on
you
the
guys. Look,
Tarantrans, I was also like,
you know
what are the Tarantrans
No, but you know what?
doing?
You know what? I won't say anything. You guys are like what 3-1, 4-1. So it seems to be.
They actually lost this week already.
Okay.
Excuse me. Hold on. No. Let me clarify what our scores are now. We have 1 win, 1 loss, and 3 ties. We tie every week.
You have 2 losses now.
No, but I'm sorry.
No. This is our first loss against your team.
No, but I'm talking about what's your record? Yes. What's your record in Zeo specifically so far?
Oh, in Zeo specifically, it's 3-1.
Right. But so I would say, you know what, in that aspect, it's working out. So we'll see. But so yeah, what are there any other highlight games that you guys want to discuss a bit that showed?
Raw Melon lost the first week to 5gen because of some dumb hacks, honestly.
You're being honest.
Then disappeared for 2 weeks. Disappeared for 2 weeks. And then he came back and lost. Twice.
It sucks because I honestly think Raw Melon's really good. Like, Loki.
I don't get it. Raw Melon is, in my eyes, or was at least, the best duer.
But also, I think it's his first OMPL, right? So you have to take into account the pressure, I guess, in team tournaments. Like,
UPL a lot, you know, in the past.
There's no pressure.
Well, you know what I mean.
Support.
Every player is different, I guess. But
so I'm just very surprised at how relatively badly he's doing. I mean, no offense to the guy. I don't know what's going on in his team, but I'm just saying, like, his record isn't good at all for what he is.
How much did he go for? Do you remember the price?
I can look it up.
I forgot.
I know where I can find it, so I'll check it real quick. It was where 9.5k.
Okay, so kind of in the middle type of thing. Not bad.
Yeah.
That's like second most expensive.
Was it the second highest?
Really, for Zeo?
It might be. Yeah. Only Finch went high. Oh, LPY went higher too. Megazord went for the same.
Right. Well, Megazord's kind of a more flexible play.
Okay, yeah. Megazord isn't really used to Zero, I guess.
Dursa
went for 3k, by the way. Can we point out that Dursa went for the cheapest out of every set you were?
I'm not complaining. Free money for my team, and I'm getting wins. It's about to be 3-1 after.
I wish you luck, mate. You're facing us. So good luck. Anyway,
my prediction is Dursa wins 6-0. Honestly.
LPY.
Yeah, I lost last week because I brought a season team. And it said I had no matchup involved.
Sounds like your average team.
Oh, another match I just have to talk about was me versus LPY. Like, I know that's dumb, talking about your own match, but that game was hype as fuck.
Yeah, it was. I'm sorry, bias. I was so pissed at the end. I thought we should have won it, but anyways.
Sure.
Spike up.
Yeah, Dursa is still mad that LPY didn't spike a third time. I feel like that game was so incredibly close. I was trying to plan out like 7 turns in advance, but it was impossible.
Right. But yeah.
The game was so close. I knew like 5 turns ahead of the game being over. I thought, okay, I'm pretty sure I have 100% path to victory now.
And I might be biased here because again I drafted LPY, but I still think, despite the record, I still think he's a great player now.
Oh yeah, no.
You know,
I love that.
LPY is doing fantastic. I have like, well, Raw Melon I feel like is just playing questionably and losing to people like Evigaro. But LPY just has had some tough matchups and got unlucky, and he's just been playing very well.
He got lucky versus Season through a game versus LPY week 1. There's a 100.
I don't remember that game very well.
He acted Swana for no reason.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, our week 1, we were pretty lucky then, but we take those. Besides that, I think... Go ahead.
The one game we lost as Little 5 and me was last week against Fruit Shop Owner. I lost to Sidewave Rolls, which was annoying. I think it was like 70% victory.
No, it was like above average. It was like a 60%.
No, like, here's the thing. He had to get 221 HP with 2 rolls, and it's really, when you add Sidewave Rolls together, it gets really centralized to the middle. So it becomes, I think it's like a 65-70% chance of surviving. But either way, like, that shit happens, you know, it's unfortunate. I'm really happy with how our team's been doing so far.
That game could have been won. replay, but yeah. I think that game could have been won, even without the tiebreak rules.
Maybe I could have. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't play very well that game, especially towards the end, but I was like, okay, all I've got to do is get my Kadabra in, and then I win. That was my logic. But I forgot that Bronze Surge has a pretty good chance of killing with Sidewave. That's my own fault. But, yeah. That was still...
I'm just looking through the replay, but I think there was one point where you sacked something. Yeah, you sacked Kamala, and you could have saved it.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. I fully admit that I didn't play the game very well. But I had a good matchup and figured I can just end it here, but I fucked up. Pretty much.
Okay, so besides that, I also wanted to highlight, Fruit Shop Owner 2 is a player that I had, I have high expectations for, and I think for the most part he's been showcasing that. Also Tony Flygon, I know he has support too with Finch on the same team and stuff, but Tony's been doing pretty well. Well,
yeah, Tony and Finch are doing well.
Well, apparently Finch built a bit. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but apparently Finch built a bit, so I don't know who's supporting him exactly, but I know Tony's been playing pretty good.
My biggest disappointment has been, well, my biggest disappointment has been Wallmelon, but whatever. Second biggest disappointment has been DJ Breluminati, or Spitfire,
right.
Because he just hasn't been building. I'm pretty sure he just reuses.
Well, he's been getting those wins though. I know at the beginning, I don't know how I didn't watch most recent replays, but yeah, I know he doesn't build.
For his entire career.
So yeah,
but I don't know.
I feel like
also, if you get the support, if you play well, I don't think that you necessarily need to build your own teams. But
no, but the problem isn't that he isn't building his own teams; it's that he's straight up reusing teams.
Yeah. I don't advise
him. These teams aren't new.
He's
not getting them from someone else.
But yet he's still managing to clutch wins. So, but yeah, it's definitely risky doing that. He was the he was the winner of the seasonal, no, or something.
No, that's Fruit Shop.
Or he made it to finals.
Yes.
Okay.
Spitfire made it to finals.
Okay. But yeah, definitely. That was another, like, I was waiting for them to get drafted during the draft. I think it was a late pick or something. So there was a lot of new players that got low.
Can I talk about how DJ ended up getting drafted? Because it was really late in the draft and the Immortals team didn't have a ZU player yet. So he literally messaged me. He literally messaged me. Who's on another team? What are good ZU players that are left?
Oh my god. But that's the draft plan of spending all your money.
That's telling me, come on, Zaya.
I named a bunch of people that weren't DJ, and then I said, yeah, I guess DJ is pretty okay too. And then he drafted DJ!
Yeah, that was an interesting draft, but anyways, yeah. So I think so far, like, the ZU games have been pretty good, despite some hacks here and there. There hasn't been really any playstyles that have been showcasing. I know Finch's stall or something was pretty cool. Week 1 or week 2, I forget when, but he managed to get the win from that.
I believe it was week 1.
Right. You know, so whenever I see stall, I'm happy, of course. But yeah, I think things have been going pretty good. There's no weather fucking spamming the whole tier, and like nothing seems overly broken so far.
Yeah, I think the tier is in a very good spot for OMPL and for ZUPL too.
Right. So we'll use that as a segue to ZUPL, which is gonna commence soon. The manager sign-up Skada. I forgot who signed up again exactly. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with that as much, but. Yeah, the hype for that especially.
Manager signups are closing tomorrow.
Right.
Should I sign up or no?
I don't know.
How many teams are we? Yeah. How many teams are there supposed to be?
6.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure for the most part the managers have been decided. I mean, if you want to sign up, you can, obviously. But we have a pretty good idea of what we want to do.
It's probably going to be like Council plus Fruit Shop, honestly. Yeah. Maybe 1 or 2 others, depending.
Right.
If we do Council plus Fruit Shop, that's the 6 managers.
Yeah.
Because I didn't sign up because I didn't want to manage. I want to play, and the other Rawmelon didn't sign up either, and the other 5 council members did. So then we have one spot open, essentially.
Managers can play.
Managers can play, yes, but I kind of want to see how much I'll go for in the draft.
Oh, cute.
I'm curious.
3K.
It would be hilarious if it is 3K.
No, I highly doubt that. But what are the slots? So is there 3 SM?
No, it's 5 SM.
5, okay.
1 ORS, 1 DPP, and 1 BW.
Oh, so then there's no advanced rip.
No, Joseph can talk about it more because I don't play the meta, but...
Okay, well, let's talk about that real quick. There was some council suspect votes.
Really shouldn't be on
I know.
it, even with the Gloom ban.
I honestly...
Old gen.
There's a lot of issues with the gen in general.
That's true.
Under, like,
yeah.
UE.
I don't know. I think it's probably the most fun I have, but bias aside, I'm counseling there, but I think I have the most fun in terms of old gens with advanced, because, I don't know, DPP and black and white, even with Regigigas gone, it helped black and white. They just seem a bit too, like, out there. Like, since there's less mons in the advanced EU pool, I think you can make things more consistent, I find. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but, Gloom was fucking broken. I'm happy that was gone. Zigzagoon I still hold to this day, but that was not broken, so I'm happy with the outcomes of that suspect. I know we're jumping across to advanced seal, but since we mentioned it.
Of the 3 retro tiers, I think that DPP is the most stable by far.
Probably, yeah.
But
I
Not
absolutely
ORS?
agree.
Wait, not ORS?
actually the 3 retro tiers.
Oh, you don't include ORS in that?
No, because
not
it was not made post-gen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty obvious because ADV sucks and BW was made like 2 months ago, so obviously it's gonna be the most stable.
Right. I still think ORS is still fun to play a lot. Yeah, it's probably the most balanced in terms of like old gens in general. I like playing that the most too.
I'm excited to see who signs up for the old gen. Because I want to get them.
Wait, the cuts we're supposed to.
I think I might end up signing specifically for old gens because I don't know. I've been finding SM boring as of late.
I encourage everyone who plays old gens to just put in your post if you play them.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that not all managers are gonna know the old gen communities as well as.
I mean, there's a classic going on, so that's easy.
The classics does make it easier, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I hit semis in Black-White Cup and then lost to Sism.
Congrats.
My
So
main
this guy's been using my team, the same 3 teams every single round, and I built it like the first day Black and White came out.
Honestly.
I didn't play in any of the classics and I don't plan on playing all gens.
Bad.
I got act lost out of everyone.
I guess since we talked about advanced, we could talk about the Regigigas ban too in black and white for a bit. Like, I think it was pretty stupid too. I don't play that much black and white.
With Regigigas having access to just the ability to suddenly become a monster in 5 turns, in a meta with very, very limited ability to break it, it was just too much since it could cripple pretty much anything that could reliably break its up thanks to T-Wave. Or
Confuse Wave. It was a bunch of cheese. Like, it was just a cheese mon. Like, Confuse Wave, T-Wave. I saw a bunch of shit. It was pretty stupid.
It was cheesy and just too consistent
at
what it did.
Right. But yeah, besides that, so yeah, ZOPL starting, that's gonna be fun too.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
I'm probably just gonna sign up for old gens. I don't know if I want to play Sun Moon.
Big shoutouts to Megazord for hosting because he
yes, big
he
shout
couldn't
out.
find a host, and then Rawmelon just comes into Council Chat one day. Yo, Megazord wants to host out of nowhere.
Sorry about
That was really
Really?
weird. Like, what?
No.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun. So when is it supposed to start? Like, or I guess signups go up for players. Do you know when exactly?
Signups will go up for players after manager shows probably. And then we have 2 weeks of player signups, and then the draft.
I'm gonna talk about like possible Diglett suspect in DPP.
Oh wow. Okay.
Why would anyone care? No, I'm not doing that.
I was honestly expecting Dusclops to be suspected more, but I don't.
It's
I'm
gone.
Way more.
Wait, what? It's good.
Wait, so hold on, just a question for someone who doesn't play DPP at all. Is Diglett allowed to have arena trap in that game?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, no, then that makes more sense then. Okay.
No, why else would it be suspected? But
Well, I have no idea. I just saw Gloom and Zigzagoon suspected in ADV. I don't know what to expect anymore.
right. I don't play much DPP, so I can't give too much input. But yeah, arena traps them, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
I
in.
just think Diglett is a bit too much in most cases.
Why don't you just ban arena trap? Because that's the precedent that has been set by.
No.
Well,
What?
Why?
I don't know if arena trap is broken.
can you make wait?
Not broken.
Is Trapinch that has arena trap right in DPP?
I don't know if trap.
No, I don't.
So.
It's
So I think the argument is it has to be broken on everything more or less, or I don't know. So can you make an argument that a Trapinch is broken with arena trap? If not, then probably just go. So
Right, but that you would say that, but OU also banned arena trap while Trapinch really wasn't broken there at all. They
OU also. Sand rush.
I don't know much.
Honestly, it doesn't
But I
matter.
do know that you can definitely ban arena trap using the precedent set by
Right,
things like
but
that.
honestly, will it really matter if you ban Diglett? Because arena trap without Diglett without arena trap is not a mon. So I guess it doesn't really matter either or. But yeah, I don't know. I can't give too much input on that. But
I've not been either of those things because they're not broken. I think Diggle's very healthy and it's weak. It's very weak and very specific. It's a very surgical mon and I like it.
And Dusclops is PU now.
wait, what?
so-
When did that happen?
What? This
Huh.
is maybe 15.
Yeah.
Did you miss it?
Oh, because I know PU was changing it. Okay, so they changed it and they made it PU now. That's pops. Because I know they were having issues with their retroactive tiers.
They were. Yeah, they were redoing a definition, and there's a few mons that we lost. Among them, Dusclops.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's that's good because I found Dusclops to be dumb, but so that's cool. Okay, so besides that, I think we covered pretty much everything. Sorry for like the long wait for this video. It was supposed to happen a while, but then I left. So, anyways, as long as it was done.
There you go, Phantom. We freed Untier-er talk. You're welcome.
Dusclops isn't even viable in DPP PU. I just want to say that.
It really isn't. It's just outclassed by Sableye, if memory serves.
Okay, but the way they structured it, was it based on viability, or did they use like tournament stat usage or whatever? I don't know.
There wasn't a single Dusclops in PvP. I played DPP.
Okay, so I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, I think it was pretty dumb and sealed, so there's that.
I'll talk to Kim and get to say that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so with
Komala is still the best mon in SN.
big lie. Shiftry Swana, arguably
I smell bias.
Golem says hi.
Why would you think that? Is it because I have a Komala profile picture?
Kamala is not that
Maybe.
good.
I still use Komala on every team. I don't know if that's just me or...
That's, yeah,
Pretty sure it's just
I
you.
used to be like that, but now when I was Savali
Please
fighting.
bring up Kamala and stuff.
Actually, I haven't been using Komala on every team at all. I've just been using it more than Shiftry or Swana.
Honestly,
or
I
anything
haven't
else.
seen a lot of Kamala in OMPL so far. Really not.
I think it's being underestimated.
I
Whatever.
guess. CB will always
The
be
mon's
fun.
still
Lot
very
better.
good. Use it. It's fun.
Right. But I think
Very cute.
that the amount of viable sets have kind of dwindled down to CB and maybe a Selfist for sure. But I don't know. Wish kind of seems like the meta's too offensive for like Wish U-turn to be used.
Man, that's too offensive for Wish. But the fact that you mentioned the viable sets and ignored Scarf, which honestly is the
Honestly,
easiest set
I
to
was-
fit on right now.
I was a fan. I was converted. I did agree that it was fun, but I tried making. I don't know. I'd rather use other Scarfers like Evi, Roman Fan, even Silvally Normal. I find they're just better, but alas.
Scarf Komala is so good.
It's but like.
Actually incredible.
But what are you like? Is it outspeeding? What does it? Which speed does it hit? The +1? I forget.
I believe it's
Like 370,
76 or
380.
something.
Okay, so yeah.
It outspeeds Floatzel at least.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
it's like 270 something. I don't remember exactly what number, but I know it is.
I know it's pretty. I'm pretty sure it's 267.
Yeah, or 265 or something like that. Yeah.
I can check here.
No, it's 251.
251. Oh, it's 251. Okay. So,
we're overestimating. Okay.
so that's gonna be 370 something.
Okay.
375.
I guess it could work, but like, but band is so good. Like,
it rounds down. Oh yeah, it is 376.
376. Yeah. So it's.
I was right the first time. Hell yeah.
But
that's fast enough.
Right.
For Scarfer. The thing is, what you need to do, you need to build with it in mind. So basically, you just put a bunch of priority users in the team. Get a shift free, get an Aquajet Swanner or Float Soul. Get something else that's fast. You need to build with it, remembering that you have a relatively slow Scarfer. And if you do that, Scarf Kamala is such a threat.
Especially since it catches most people off guard. Because again, it's not as mainstream as the other two sets. Yeah. Anyways, okay, this video's been long enough, so apologies for all the background noise. I'll try my best to make it listenable, but thank you guys for joining me. 5gen came off, but I'll thank him later, so hopefully we could do this relatively soon before I start school and shit.
Good luck.
So we need to talk about ZUPL after the draft.
Right. Let's make OMPL finish first, I think. We're halfway there on most type of things, so anyways. Peace, guys.
See ya.
Peace.